A Season of Transformation is a young adult novel written by Jane Fordham. I was given this book by my father when I was 13, and I loved it. I didn't read it right away. It sat on my bookshelf for a few months until something drew me to it. Some urge to finally open the pages and explore what was inside overcame my early teen ennui and set me on a lifelong path as a reader. This book is a mystery in itself, one I never knew existed until I began this course. It is an A5 size, perfect bound, 229 pages. It has the usual three parts all book shares. Here is the front matter, then we have the back matter, or the end matter, and then in the middle is the text block, or the body matter, and back to the front matter. If we take a look at the front cover, we can see there's a title, illustration, and the author of the book. Then on the back of the book, there is a cover, a blurb, the author's biography, and also the ISBN. Here is the spine of the book. We can see there's a title and the author's name. Here is the bottom edge of the book. And here is the top edge, or the head of the book. Lastly, here is the edge cut, or the decal part of the book. Being a paperback, it doesn't have end sheets, end papers, or cover panels. When you open the book, there is no half title page. The first page, called a recto, as it is on the right and odd numbered, is the title page with title and author, but no publisher's name. The next page, known as the verso, is the page with the publishing details. Some call it the copyright page, others call it the publisher's panel. Then on the right side, you can see chapter 1 begins here. When you turn over the page, you can see the leaf of the book, which are the two pages on either side. Towards the end of the book, you'll see the last page number, 229, and then a couple of blank pages at the end of the book. It is somewhat unconventional compared to most paperbacks I have read because the information presented is incomplete. There is no actual copyright declaration, usually in the form of the C symbol, the year of publication, and the author's name. There is a disclaimer and a statement that all rights are reserved, as well as website URL and an International Standard Book Number, or ISBN. This number identifies the publisher of the particular edition it belongs to. "8 years of keeping this book since the age of 13 to 21. The book on the side show a little bit of wear and tear, where the paper is folded a little around the corners of the book. But the form of the book is still in great condition. The title page, front cover, and author's name are still visible to read. There are no marks of fading away." I searched the title of the book and found it listed on Goodreads.com. There are no copies for sale and it was apparently out of print. The 19 reviews on Goodreads were most favorable and gelled with my opinion about the book. I learned the author was using a pseudonym. Her real name was Lauren Murphy, and she was a psychologist. Looking at the rating details, 11% rated it 5 out of 5, 23% rated it 3 out of 5, and lastly 18% rated it 1 out of 5. Overall, 74% of people liked this book, and on average rating in all edition is 3.19 out of 5, and in this edition an average of 3.13 out of 5 ratings. She had written 2 other books. One was considered really just a short story, or prologue for another book listed as being the first in a series. I also found this book on Amazon.com. 66% rated it 4 out of 5, 34% rated it 3 out of 5. Overall, 3.7 out of 5 liked this book. Critical reviews were pretty favorable, and I wasn't the only person who had enjoyed this book. A Season of Transformation is an example of how great writing can be lost due to the whims of commercial needs. This book is self-published, yet it deserves the backing of a large publishing house so more readers can enjoy it, as I have.